don't know, and I don't have anything from the state.
All right. Let's see what we got. We have Tony. We have the call and detention. We have Leah. Sit. They want me to put Hudson on. Oh, Claudia Webb. Who am I looking for this plea? Is she in? She's in the jail.
Yeah.
We can do it. Oh, perfect.
It's Dennis Mejia.
Drive you nuts.
Weird.
All right. How are you?
Morning.
How are you? I think we see
Yes.
Mr. Is it Jahia?
Just have a seat right there.
How are you? How do you say your last name?
Jiha?
If you would raise your right hand and be sworn. You swear or affirm testimony about to give be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, self you got.
Yes, I do.
And is your true name Dennis Karuri Najia?
Yes,
You put your hand down. And do you understand in this case you are charged with criminal trespass?
yes,
And you do not have a lawyer, is that right?
yes.
You want a lawyer?
Right now, no.
Okay. And are you okay pleading this case without a lawyer? And do you think you understand the consequences of your plea?
I think I do understand.
Okay. Well, the consequences will be you'd be found guilty of an offense. You'd be sentenced to 10 days in jail. You would get enough days back time to be time served as of today, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And do you understand we're doing this plea electronically?
Yes, sir.
Are you okay doing the plea that way?
Yes, sir.
Right. To the charge of criminal trespass, how do you plead?
No contest?
Well, it's either guilty or not guilty.
Okay. Guilty.
All right, I accept your plea of guilty. Find you guilty, sentence you to at least 21 days, 10 days in jail with at least 21 days credit. Like I said, you'll be time served as of right now on this charge, okay?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions about anything?
Yes, because either way, I know it's already done. This case, the person that filed the trespassing is my landlord, and my stuff are still in the house.
You're gonna have to talk louder. The court reporter has taken
Yes, I'm saying the person that filed this case against me is my landlord, and all my stuff is still at the house. So how do I go about to get all my property out of the?
Well, and that's kind of a problem with not having a lawyer. You'll need to talk to a lawyer about what you can do. You might want to talk to a constable about doing what's called a civil standby that will let you go get your property. And but those are the ways to proceed from here.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. Anything else?
Yes, sir. No, sir.
All right.
So,
good luck.
are we talking about getting released today or?
If there's nothing else holding you in jail, yes.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Well,
Thank you.
thank you. Tony,
And Claire Mosley, I believe, will be the one doing mental health for them.
that's right, because we got rid of or lost.
Mhm.
Is Leah doing both of us?
No, Lindsay was one of them. We have this camera. And
Morning.
Are you?
Good. How are you?
Gotcha. I think we have everybody except for the defendant. We're the fully trained Claire Mosley now.
Yay.
She did it last week. All right. Guess I had to send this over. What's your defendant's name?
Tamara Taylor.
Taylor. Can we have Taylor, please? All right. This is Tamara Latoya Taylor, and I do have a copy of the mental health assessment. And did you want to call your client testify?
Yes, please.
All right, Ms. Taylor, if you would raise your right hand to be sworn. You swear or affirm testimony about to give be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but truth, so if you got it.
Yes, I do.
All right.
Miss Taylor, you're currently in jail for a state jail felony possession of controlled substance. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you ever been diagnosed with a mental health illness?
Yes, ma'am.
What mental health illness or illnesses have you been diagnosed with?
Bipolar, schizophrenia, anxiety, depression, etc.
Have you been prescribed medication for those ailments?
Yes, ma'am. I just started taking Zyprexa and Abilify.
Okay. Have you taken medications prior to, sorry. Were those medications given to you in jail, the ones you just named?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you been taking any medications prior to this?
No,
your
ma'am.
incarceration?
No, ma'am.
Had you been prescribed medication in the past?
Yes, but it was every time it was just when I was in jail. When I'm not in jail, then I'm not taking anything. I'm just self-medicating.
Okay. So now you understand though that this is a mental health bond. And if the judge were to let you out on a mental health bond, you're going to have to fulfill requirements. Like if a doctor says that you need medication, you would in order to comply with bond requirements, you would have to take that medication.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you willing to do that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then, how old were you when you were first diagnosed with any kind of mental illness?
Like 25 or something like that. It's been a while.
Okay. And I'm sorry, how old are you now?
39.
Okay. So somebody came to visit you in jail to talk about if you were to get a mental health bond, where would you stay? How would you have transportation?
My girlfriend has a car, and then I mean, it's not that far. Like, he set up all my aftercare as far as where I get my prescriptions at, and told me that I would have to go to Homeward Bound and the Metro Care and all that kind of stuff. So it's within distance of where I'm at.
Okay. And I don't know how many people you can see on your screen, but there's a lady on the screen named Tony Fox. She's waving at you. You would have to call her once a week. Do you have a phone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And would you be staying with this girlfriend of yours?
Yes.
Okay. So, and you might have to check in once a month with a court. And I say might, you do have to check in once a month with a court. I just don't know if it's in person or not, but they give you all the rules and regulations. And they went over those with you?
Yes, ma'am.
And you feel like you have the means to comply?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And the motivation to comply, are you motivated to comply?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'll pass the witness.
Any questions from the state?
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Taylor, my name is Claire Mosley. I have some questions for you. Who is your girlfriend?
Her name is Brittany Hill.
Brittany Hill. And you would be planning on living with her once you got out. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And does she stay? Where does she live?
At this point, she moved since I've been in jail, but it's 1800 Main Street, downtown Dallas.
Okay. Were you living with her before this offense that you picked up?
Yes, ma'am.
You were? Where were you? Where were you living at that point?
We were living in Plano.
And was she present there with you when you got arrested for this offense?
Yes.
And who is Derek Smith?
Just a friend.
Does he live with you guys, or was he living with you guys at the time too, or?
No, he was just there visiting.
Okay. And does your girlfriend, does she have a job?
No, she's a Navy veteran, so she gets pension, so she's not allowed to.
Okay. And you said she has a car, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And that she would be able to take you to your various appointments or meetings if you had them?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you also testified that you haven't ever taken medication while you weren't in jail. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And why was that? Did you just not have the resources, or can you explain to the court what those circumstances were?
I didn't have the resources, didn't think it was really that big of a deal. But now that I've been incarcerated and kind of dealing with this, I realized that I need to do that. That's something I need to do and take care of.
And does your girlfriend, Brittany Hill, who you were with at the time of this offense, does she have any mental health issues or anything like that?
Yes, but she gets medication through the VA or whatever. I'm not exactly sure what she takes, but she just got her meds updated, so it's new. It's all new. So I'm not sure what they are, but she does take them.
And as far as you know, has she had any trouble with the law?
No, none. I think the most trouble she's ever had, she spent 5 days on a ticket or something like that.
Okay. No further questions for this witness.
Anything else from the defendant?
No, sir. But for the prosecutor, could you clarify what the date of offense is on this? Because I couldn't pull up a magistrate hearing, or at least I pulled one up and I think it's old.
Yes.
You want Claire to clarify?
Yes, please.
Yes, it should be March 5th, 2021.
Okay. And if you are submitting one for the court, would you mind emailing it to me? Because I think she might have gotten arraigned somewhere else.
You mean like the PC affidavit?
Yes.
No, so yeah, I'm not submitting anything like that.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Sorry, Judge, nothing further.
And the state, anything else add?
Yes, Your Honor, if we could read in the criminal history of the defendant.
Okay.
So on February 4th, 1999, Ms. Taylor was arrested for the offense of theft of property greater than $50, less than 500. She was convicted and served 2 years probation. Then her probation was revoked, and she served 45 days in jail. On January 26, 2014, the defendant was arrested and then convicted of theft of property greater than $20, less than 500 by check. She served 22 days in jail for that offense. On December 19th, 2014, the defendant was arrested and then convicted of forgery of a financial instrument, where she was given 2 years deferred for that sentence. On May 21st, 2018, the defendant was arrested for possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram. There's no prosecution data currently for that offense. And the same for her arrest on May 9th, 2019 for unauthorized use of a motor vehicle. There's currently no prosecution data on that one. In addition to October 16th, 2020, she was arrested for possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram. Currently, that case is pending.
Anything else?
Nothing else.
You rest.
The state rests.
Any argument from the state?
Your Honor, we would just defer at this time, and we would just request that due to the defendant's extensive drug use and the fact that she would potentially be living with somebody who at the time of the offense she was with, that she had just increase in NA or increase UAs just to make sure she's staying clean.
Okay. Ms. Taylor, I'm going to go ahead and get you out on bonds today, or a bond. And one of the conditions of your bond will be that you attend NA twice a week. Okay. Expect to be drug tested every time we see you. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You've got to call Tony every week, check in, let her know what's going on. If you don't call her, we're going to assume everything's okay, and then you'll be on your own as far as what we do to you.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
But you have to talk to her every week and just let her know what you're doing, how you're doing. She will let you know if you need to come see me. Once a month, you'll need to come see me one way or another. We may waive it for a while, just depending on what's going on with you and how you're doing with your meds and all that kind of stuff. Okay.
Yes, sir.
But you do need to document your NA meetings and provide that to her. She's going to talk to you right now and let you know what's going on. Okay.
Okay. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Taylor.
Hi,
I'll
Ms.
call you, Leah.
Please do.
Hi, Ms. Taylor. I am Tony, and when you get released, there will be a folder in your property, and that folder inside that will have my card with my contact information. Contact me first thing tomorrow morning so we can discuss what you need to get done in the first 7 days to get the ball rolling, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
You have any questions about anything?
No, sir.
All right. We'll see you soon. Good
Thank
luck.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Maybe excuse.
Yes. See you later. Who's our next one?
Thank you. Thank you.
Maria's here.
Mr. Thomas.
We don't have Maria yet. No Maria yet. We're waiting
Is it
for your
Maria
lawyer.
too?
Yeah. We're texting her to find out what's going on.
Awesome.
Quade Thomas, right?
She says she's on her way. I don't know if that means she's getting logging on or if she's trying to come down into the courtroom.
Might want to unlock the door anyway because she wouldn't come in here, would she, Maria?
I told her it was via Zoom. She accepted the Zoom invite.
She said she's on her way.
She says she's getting.
She's getting on right now. There she is.
Sorry, Judge.
All right, you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right. This, I'm assuming you're Quade, Copolio Thomas?
Capolio, yes, Capolio.
All right. I think they spelled it wrong. I do have a copy of the mental health assessment I'm going to consider for the purpose of this hearing. And did you want to call your client to testify?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Thomas, if you would raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm testimony about to give be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but true stuff you got?
Yes, I do.
So, Mr. Thomas, you're currently being charged with the DWI, is that correct?
Correct.
And it's a Class B misdemeanor. So normally without, due to the pandemic, you would be eligible for a PR bond after 15 days. Is that right?
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, but at this point, we are going forward on a mental health bond because of the pandemic. And so it's not automatic that you get to be released after 15 days. Give me a second, my cat's meowing.
Dinner?
At least I don't look like my cat. So, all right. So at this point, can you please tell the court what your mental health issues are?
Bipolar 1, severe depression and anxiety.
Are you currently on any type of medication?
Yes, on the outside, I take Abilify, Cymbalta, take Clonopin, Gabapentin, and Ambien to sleep.
So what are you currently on right now?
Right in the hospital, in the jail, I'm Ambien and Cymbalta right now. I mean, not Ambien, but Abilify, I'm sorry, and Cymbalta.
Are you currently, before you came into the to the jail, were you going to any type of treatment, or are you attending any doctor's appointments or anything?
Yes, I was at North Point Psychiatry in Louisville. That's my doctor that I see monthly.
All right, so are you planning on continuing to do that if you were released on mental health bond?
Yes, yes, that's no problem. I've been saying that for like 3 years now.
I see. So if you were released, where would you stay?
Me and my son have an apartment in Allen.
Okay, and he's willing to take you in and let you stay there?
Yes, we stay together, yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and how would you come to the courthouse? I mean, would you transport yourself or someone transport you?
I have a car.
Okay, right, so at this point though, you have a DWI, so is your license currently suspended, or is it still, it's still valid?
No, I still have a license.
Okay, so they didn't suspend your license?
No.
Okay, so you do understand that on the mental health bond, you are required to check in with Tony. You see Tony on the screen.
Okay, I see a waiver, yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have to check in with her once a week, and then you have to check in with your with
the court once a month. Do you understand that?
There's no problem at all.
Past witness.
Any questions from the state?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Is it Quaid?
Quaid, yes, Quaid Thomas, yes.
Awesome, thank you. So how old is your son?
The son is 24.
And does he have a job?
Yes, actually he's a correction officer in Dallas for juvenile. So that's where he works at.
Would he be your main source of transportation to get to your appointments?
No, I have my own car, but he has
Okay.
a car also.
Okay. You mentioned that you had been in and out of treatment. I noticed that you had told and it's on your mental health assessment, that you received inpatient treatment at Haven and Frisco. Was that before this offense?
Yes, it was.
And when was that?
That was about 8 months ago. I went there. Yeah.
And what were the circumstances surrounding that inpatient treatment?
I was going through like a depression at the time. So my family felt I needed to go get some help. So.
And so you after you did your inpatient treatment, is that when you started, continued with your outpatient treatment at North Point?
No, I had been seeing North Point, but I missed my appointment, so I was out of my medication, so I had to go to treatment because I needed some help kind of quick. So that's when I went to Haven.
And do you believe that's helped you?
Yes, they changed up my medication for me, and that's when I went back and I talked to my psychiatrist at North Point and told him what medicine is best for me. So it did help.
No further questions for this witness from the state.
Anything else from the defense?
Here you are.
You rest.
Rest and close.
Anything else from the state?
Yes, Your Honor, we just request to read in the defendant's criminal history.
Okay.
On February 27th, 1995, the defendant was convicted of aggravated kidnapping and received a 5 years deferred adjudication sentence. On December 31st, 2005, the defendant was convicted of theft of property greater than $20, less than $500 by check, was put on 6 months deferred. On January 21st, 2013, the defendant was arrested for a Class C assault with no prosecution data available. On June 3rd, 2020, the defendant was arrested for public intoxication, no prosecution data available. On October 10th, 2020, the defendant was arrested for driving while intoxicated with an open container. Nope, that case is currently pending. And then we have this current DWI offense.
Okay. Anything else from the state?
No, Your Honor, we rest and close.
Any argument?
Yes, Your Honor, we, given this defendant's extensive mental health history, we in his assaultive past with aggravated kidnapping, in addition to the 2 DWIs, one that he committed while being on bond already for the offense in October, we are opposed to this mental health bond on the basis of his criminal history, in addition to his ability to be able to get himself to his treatment, to continue his treatment, for a, continuous period of time without committing new offenses.
Well, I think the kidnapping charge was 25 years ago. Yeah, I think he said it's deferred. So there's probably some circumstances there that you could discount. I'm going to go ahead and give them bonds. I am going to require as a condition of bond that you have a deep lung device installed on any vehicle that you operate, though. You basically have 2 DWIs in a short period of time, so you're going to need to have a deep lung device to keep you from drinking and driving, okay?
Exactly.
You'll have, we'll give you 14 days to get that installed, the deep lung device.
Okay.
Once you get out of jail, you'll need to get with the probation department to get the deep lung device installed, okay?
Okay.
Do you have any questions about anything else?
That's it. No, sir. Thank you.
Tony's gonna talk to you real fast and explain. You're gonna come see me once a month. You're gonna talk to her every week, give her a phone call every week. She'll tell you how to do that, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thomas, again, my name is Tony Fox, and when you get released in your property, you should find a folder, and in that folder will be my card with my contact information. I'd like you to contact me first thing tomorrow so that I know that you made it home okay.
Okay,
And also so we can discuss what next steps you need to be taking, obviously to assist you in making sure that you're getting your mental health, any substance abuse, like alcohol treatment, and also the deep lung device taken care of, okay?
all right, Ms. Tony, I got you.
All right.
Thank y'all. See you later.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Thank
Thank you.
You good?